If you have been feeling restless, emotional, and like you are outgrowing your old life, those are signs that you may be experiencing a spiritual awakening. My intention for this video is to discuss with you all what is a spiritual awakening and also to talk with you all about 7 signs that you may be experiencing a spiritual awakening. And on my last tip, I'm going to give a personal story and example that you more than likely will experience as you are awakening. So, first off, what is a spiritual awakening? And listen, y'all, this is not a Webster's version of what it means to spiritually awake. This is my version, and this is what I have understood through my own life experience of what it is. And it is a coming home to self, it is a remembering of your own power. It's like you have your conscious self and your unconscious self, and it's like you are awakening to your conscious self and remembering who you are before they told you who you had to be. And so it can be quite the journey. And the reason why is because it is never comfortable to undo the parts of yourself that you have already known. It is never easy to come face to face with shedding, letting go of beliefs, shedding physical things, shedding friendships, shedding, right? Like you have to let go of a part of yourself in order to awaken to the true self. And so it's not an uncomfortable journey. And I think that it's not spoken about enough how uncomfortable the journey may be, right? Yes, it's all sunshine and rainbows and dandelions on the other side of, okay, I'll let that person go. But what about when it happens again? Because remember, when you begin your spiritual awakening, but you can awaken many times throughout your life experience, right? Like spiritual awakening is an ongoing process. It's an ongoing experience. And so at the moment where you think that I have awakened spiritually, there may be something that occurs where you're like, oh shoot, like I have to let that go. I have to shed that part of myself as well in order to be closer to my spiritual self and my higher power. And so the first sign that I personally experienced myself that I was spiritually awakening is I started to question who I was. Like I would go to the mirror and I would ask, who am I? Like, and I would look myself directly in the eyes and I would just kind of repeat it over and over and over again, like, who am I? Who am I? And it was a very like meditative kind of experience. And on a number of occasions, of course, like a ton of like tears and emotions came up and came out. Um, and I think that for me, and of course, it's not going to be everybody's first experience, but I think for me, like the relationship that I have learned to build with myself definitely is like one of the key factors to me awakening spiritually, because I have learned that in order to evolve, that you have to remember who you are at your core, right at your solar plexus. That's the sun, right? And the sun, of course, you want to look at your sun sign. It's all connected, but like you want to have a good relationship with yourself so that you can do the work to get back to who you are at your core, right? So for me, like I have like I'm a huge proponent on what kind of relationship am I building with myself, because it's only me and me. Like it's only me and me at the end of the day. Like that's it. And so it's only you and you. So you have to take some time to understand, who are you? Who are you, right? And just sit with that and be okay with what comes up, because that is a process of the shedding. Like you can't shed something that you are unaware of. So my second sign, and I have notes today. The second sign is you start having a desire to learn about religious practices that are different from what you have always known. We know that you can be spiritual and not religious, but you can't be religious and not spiritual, right? Religious is just a culture of spirituality, right? Like religious is literally just a culture, because of course we know that there are, I don't even know how many there are. I'm not even going to say, but I know that there are numerous amounts of religions that span all across the world, right? And each culture has their own religious practices. And with that being said, we know that culture plays a part in religion. So it's just culture and religion is spiritual, right? But you may start to question and go down. That's really loud. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I'm in Colombia, y'all. But side note, anyway, back to the topic. You start to want to know and understand, you may want to start knowing and understanding different religious practices. If you are a person who tends to lean toward wanting to be in community, you may continue down the path of religion, right? Because religion is just a culture, it's a community. If you are more of a person who is just like, I do my own thing and I lean into my higher power, and I have my God and I have my ancestors and I have my spiritual team and I'm good to go, and I can pull from this principle and this culture and that religion and that religion. If you're a person that's more like free flowing in their spirituality, then you may not necessarily need a religion, right? And so that's how I identify someone who is a free flowing spiritualist. I wouldn't say I don't believe, because I believe in everything, but I don't subscribe to anything specific because I believe in all of it and I can pull from all of it for my use in my personal life experience, right? So that's number two. And number three is you start outgrowing the people, the environments, and the routines that you have always known. And this goes back to what I was saying about shedding. It's not comfortable to cut friends off. It's not comfortable to block family, to block your mom, to block your dad. It's not comfortable to move out of the country. It's not comfortable to move out of the state. It's not always comfortable to quit your job, right? To become an entrepreneur, all of these things, like these are all things that I've personally experienced, along my spiritual awakening journey. But I say that to say, like, it's not sunshine and rainbows. Like I said in the beginning, like, you will have to let go of parts of yourself that it's not always fun. And you have to understand, because like I said, the best relationship you're going to have is with yourself. And so you have to understand what you are doing for yourself to help yourself evolve and grow, right? Like, you don't want to. So I love myself, right? I love myself, right? So I am not going to be in relationship with people who hurt me, who harm me, who disrespect me, because I love myself. And so if I love myself enough to, you know, work on myself and to heal the parts of me that have been broken, or, that have harmed me, then of course I am going to, I'm sorry, y'all, I saw a bug that threw me off. If I'm doing a work to work on myself, of course I'm going to get rid of the people and the circumstances that is making it happen, right? Like, I have to be okay with letting that go because I'm trying to be better. Like, I can't fall down and get a scrape and then keep falling down and getting the same scrapes time after time. Like, at some point I have to get up and I have to heal and I have to stop falling down, right? So it's the same thing with friendships, family, um work, environments, places. Like, it's the same thing. Like, you have to be able to put you first, right? And you have to do the work to love yourself and to be okay with shedding. So that was three. And number four is um you start to question everything. And so these are for my conspiracy theorists. You start to question everything. Oh my God, that is the bug. Yeah. I hardly ever see bugs in Medellin. Like, it's freaked me out. It's just a moth, but it scared me. Oh, okay. So You start questioning everything. These are my conspiracy theorists. These are the people who start, talking about the aliens and talking about the water and the food and the poison and the this and the that and the weather and the y'all know, y'all know the people who are gonna go down a rabbit hole to try to find out the truth. And it's so funny because if you can find out the truth, that means that somebody has put like somebody has put the truth, which is just like another man-made person like me and you. So I don't know about the conspiracy theories. Y'all kind of tossing me about what y'all think about the conspiracy theories, because I just don't. Not to say I don't believe some of the conspiracies. I wholeheartedly believe some of them for sure. But at the end of the day, does that? I feel like we are here to enjoy life. Well, no, we're not here to enjoy life. We are here to like heal. But I do think there is a portion of life that should be enjoyable. And so I'm not going to cut off so many parts of myself to where I can't enjoy life, because everything can be a conspiracy. Every single thing, right? Like it's nothing that has been created that you can't go down a rabbit hole on, right? So y'all tell me what y'all think about conspiracy theorists, but you start questioning everything. And I understand because it was me too. I was like, yo, who is talking to me? Who is talking through me? Like, what's the name of that book? That's by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. And he talk about the ego. I'm just like, yo, like it's thoughts going on in my mind, and I can choose whether or not to believe them or not. You know what I mean? Like, so where is that coming from? That's one of my things. I'm just like, where is it coming from? And I hear different voices. Like, of course, it's voices from people that I've known, but then there's also different voices. So it's just really interesting. So fifth thing is you want to be alone a lot more. And that was me. Like, isolation is a thing, right? Because what you are doing is the work that you need in order to have a better relationship with yourself and to become conscious of what has been unconscious. And sometimes it's best to do that in isolation. You have to quiet the noise. And then, also when you are in isolation, you are less likely to do the things that you had already been doing. For example, when I started to spiritually awaken, I stopped going to the club. I stopped going out to drink all the time. And it was just a part of myself that kind of just shed away. It just wasn't enjoyable anymore. Like, it just wasn't my thing. I rarely even drink now. I will drink a little bit of wine every now and then, but it's not even serious for real. Because I used to drink. Okay, I used to drink. Talking about shots for breakfast. Okay, but like that part of myself had to go away because there was a number of things that occurred that landed me in position to where I didn't know what happened. And so it was just a situation of like, if you're going to keep going down this road, this is not your path. And so I had to shed that part of myself. So that is the fifth thing. Like, you will want to be alone a lot more. And the sixth one is you can no longer betray yourself for the comfort of other people. That's the one I just kind of talked about earlier. Like, I love myself, right? Like, if I love myself so much, like, I'm not going to betray myself just to make you comfortable, just to like appease you. You just stop. You just start learning like that, there will be other people, there will be other circumstances, there will be other opportunities, and that I love me, but God loved me, right? Spirit loved me, and there's always more. We live in an abundant reality. So if I shed something, something else is going to take its place, right? So, yeah, you'll begin to just develop like this deep respect and reverence for self, right? And number seven, this is my last one. I kind of just wanted to hammer in is that you start to lose material things or even things and people in environments that you're trying so hard to hold on to, relationships that you are trying to hold so hard onto, and you end up losing them anyway. I'm going to talk to you all about in 2024. For me, I experienced like a deep dark depression. It was a very depressive state like I was in. And during that time, I came back in the States. This was after I came back in the States from my travel abroad experience, and I didn't have anything, and I didn't have like nothing, right? And you, from the outside looking in, it could be like, all right, you're in this, the very surface level like thing about this scenario is that you can look at it and be like, you were going through so much depression because you decided to sell all your things and move out of the country. Yeah, very well, very well. But the deeper premise of it is that it was a reason why I went out of the country to begin with. I actually got out of the country, right? Like, so if I actually got out of the country, then that part of the journey was a part of the journey. And so when I came back and I didn't have anything, right? Like, I didn't have anything. And before I actually left the country, I shared like two very close relationships. And it was like, it happened out of the blue. One of them, I still don't even know to this day what happened. Like, and the other one was like, wow, like I never imagined that I would be having a best friend breakup. Like, this is insane. Like, I never thought that, like after having like such a solid relationship, and then all of a sudden it just wasn't there anymore. It happened so fast. And so you will undoubtedly lose things that you are trying to hold on to, the things that you are trying to cling to, whether it be the house, whether it be the job, whether it be the relationship, whether it be whatever it is, the car, whatever it is. Like, you will be stripped bare at some point in time just so that you can get closer to your authentic self. And I think that is both beautiful and crazy. I think that that is both beautiful and crazy because what's happening is that you clinging, right? You clinging because it's the ego, right? Your ego got you clinging because you are comfortable in whatever it is. You're comfortable in the relationship, you're comfortable with this car, you're comfortable in this home, and you're trying to hang on for dear life. And the universe and spirit is like, if you ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna do it for you. Okay. And I talk a lot about astrology, but it's Papa Saturn. If anybody's familiar with astrology, like, it is Saturn. Saturn and Papa Saturn, Daddy Saturn is the father of astrology, and he gonna give you them lessons whether you like it or not. Because what he's trying to do is get you closer to your North Star, your North Node. And if you can't do it for yourself, he gonna do it for you. And it'd be like, choo choo. I'm like, and I finally, listen, me and Papa Saturn, we good now because I'm finally just like, what Daddy Saturn told me? Daddy Saturn told me, girl, just show up. Just stay consistent. Just use your voice. Your voice has authority. You are developing authority in your voice. Just use your voice. Stay consistent. Use your voice. You will be rewarded. You will be supported. And that is the story of my life. So that's why I'm here telling y'all about the signs that you are awakening spiritually. Is because this is my calling. And when I did not follow my calling, I saw what happened. I lost everything. I shed everything, but it was just parts of me that had to go anyway, right? Those are masks. Those are things that society told me I had to have. And this journey that I'm on now, for those of you who don't know, I just moved out of the country, and I am going to be traveling all across the world probably for the rest of my life. But neither here nor there. Like, this journey that I'm on now, I don't even know what I was about to say. I don't know what I was about to say. But anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I'm super grateful to have you all here. If you are new here, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all back here tomorrow. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls.